National Football League.
Now, for the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
So after getting drafted in the first round a year ago to Minnesota, gets off to a slow start, suffers an early injury, ends up watching the entire season from the sideline. Sam Darnold took the starting job and ran with it. But now it's J.J. McCarthy's time. He got to watch firsthand how good you can be in this Kevin O'Connell system if you just rely on the weapons, trust the reads, and play within the confines of that system, because Kevin O'Connell has shown 2 things. He can win football games, and he can coach quarterbacks. Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
The ball comes out. The Cowboys have it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd
and that's
and
exactly
10.
what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And he'll be marked down at the 7th. And it will set up 1st and goal.
More yards.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Now, this looks like a design run, and the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Prescott. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. 3rd down coming up.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's Ryan Wright now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And a fair catch. is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Ivan Pace getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They're in an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Donovan Izaraku getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. It covers 51 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he gave one man the slip and going to take this one forward. Pick up the 3.
33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter as they come up to face 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. The Vikings are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Vikings 7.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. A pitch comes to Williams. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's good for 11 and a 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Well, they hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
On the handoff, Jones. He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pistol now for Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least third and manageable.
Prescott from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion, Naylor. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And he gets this up close to the 40. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
At the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. It's another run here for Williams. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
The tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Dak to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, here's Dak. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up second
Sometimes
and
it's those
10.
footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On second down, it's Dak. Quick throw on target to Pickens. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
They'll throw again. Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
Holding offense.
Tyler Smith. Guilty on that one.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Automatic first down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for first and goal. A give left side. Here's Williams to the 5-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 5-yard line.
One more time for Williams. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This punt is trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and you got to find a way to put that ball across the board. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Dak can throw it here on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's good.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak.
Complete to Jake Ferguson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 48-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's a designed run. And he'll get this up to about the 33-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
It is 2nd and 9. Throwing is Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll try the right side with Williams. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. A run here with Davis. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Prescott now. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
27 yards.
Give him 27. And it's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Jonathan Grenard getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Now Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And they get a little bit back there, but still a long ways to go. Coming up with 3rd and goal.
Pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead.
Vikings 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll get this out wide. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. Out to Jefferson. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. Is going to have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
In motion, it's Jefferson. He'll show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
This secondary, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. It just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
They had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Another Vikings 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Vikings 14.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return starts at the 13. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cowboys.
Cowboys
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the play fake, Dak. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball. up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And the Vikings
12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
And this is a
line.
tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Former third overall pick, Quinton Williams, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Open is the tight end, Oliver. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
First and 10.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet in bounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. Brian Kelly, the center, guilty there. On third and long, here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Third and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Prescott. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
46-yard line.
A give, and here comes Williams. Open space to the 35. And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's in! Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass complete to number 3, Jordan Addison. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.